A family member's pup that you're watching?
Coco is a Shih Tzu. Coco's owner went to the big farm.
Oh.
Where the owners get to run around.
Like the big farm in the sky? Did
Yeah.
they cross the Rainbow Bridge?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He all that he knows is that she is in a very happy place right now. And she's with all of her friends.
Well, that sucks.
So
Owner, the human.
Okay, I'm not that subtle here.
That sucks.
I love it. Well, no, she was an elderly lady that passed away, and a friend of the family, if you would, and somebody needed to watch over Coco Bunny Butt. That's what I call him.
That's you? It's a boy?
It's a boy. It's
That's
a girl,
funny.
girl-looking dog.
That's funny. Your boy is Coco Bunny Butt, and your girl is Buddy.
Buddy. I'm raising her gay. Like, I think it's Louis C.K. said that. Raising his, he's like, I'm raising them gay, my kids. He has 2 daughters.
Got to start somewhere. Yes. How old is Coco here?
Coco is roughly, we don't really know. I think he's like 14.
Holy shit, pup.
He's 14, 15. He is spry.
Delicate with you.
He is a very little tiny thing. Compared to Buddy, you could take Buddy and throw her in the dining room from the living room. Coco, you
wouldn't want to do that with this guy.
You got to gently place Coco down. Has been so chaotic.
You have a lot of shit going on.
I do have a lot, and I really can't talk about it because there's like stuff happening that is untalkable at this point, and I don't know how it's going to end up. And you don't want to. There's litigations and all sorts of stuff happening, not related to the podcast and not related to me. But
is any of this actually being recorded?
Yes, we're recording.
Okay.
So, like, I took a few months off. I mean, I don't have to apologize to anybody, but during these months, I have been going haywire.
It was
in my
like
brain.
the week after you did that Tory one. Me and you did one.
That's why I completely either forgot, spaced.
And it might be gone forever.
It might be gone.
I don't know.
I think that the idea was, if they're uneventful and I'm listening to them and it's not that exciting, I'm not going to put it out. Because, like, we're at episode 46.
Mm-hmm.
So you
better be fucking good.
Better be good. There's a level of like, you put out a whole bunch of garbage, you're going to lose people. And I'm not saying that we ever make garbage because I fart candy corns.
I piss excellence.
I thought you were going to say ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
If you pissed ecstasy, I'd drink your piss. I've never done ecstasy, but I imagine that would be a good start.
Dan is just looking for an excuse to drink.
Connor's here.
He's been.
Would you like to taste excellence? I got that for you.
Have you ever traveled down the Yellow River? Yes, the one's in the 80s, but I did not enjoy it. If you're blowing an eyelid, if someone's sleeping and they don't react, why don't you just ask them if they're sleeping and then trust your friend?
Well, that's the thing, right? He's not. He's now in prison, but
also, when you're at Bible camp, you're not there with friends. You're there with a bunch of random other Bible camp people. You don't know if you can trust them.
Yeah, I mean, generally, everyone that I went to CYO, Christian Youth Organization stuff when I was younger, the people that I met back then, I can't say I'm very close and friends with them, but when I see them in public and stuff, when I have interactions, we definitely trust each other with the...
How ridiculous is it that how much fucking was going on in those Christian youth retreats? It was like a lot, right?
See, now every single one's different. We did an all-male retreat.
Ew.
I know. It was a lot of gay sex.
Gay fucking.
Yeah. God, the guys were just unrelentless. Especially the counselor. We are on a comedy podcast. CJ, what is this that we're doing here?
We're doing a podcast.
We are doing a podcast.
It's the
inappropriate way of doing a podcast.
It's appropriate, inappropriate. It depends
what
on
we're doing.
The times, right? We got a new pope. The fuck?
A new pope?
First American pope ever.
That took like 8 days.
Dude, it took 3 years one time back in like 1200.
I can't get a hold of Easy Pass, but we get a new pope in what, 3 days?
American pope. First American pope.
American pope.
American pope.
The other
Pope Leo.
Wait a minute. The other pope was not American.
He was from Argentina. The last pope was from Argentina.
How many languages did he know?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
It was a number. It was like 13, 15 or something.
Don't put that on your list of questions for me.
We're on the I've Been Tasked With podcast. My name is Dan. We have CJ, co-host. Nick is another host. And he is here so much that it's hard to hear him because he's here so much. Nick is.
We do have Connor here though.
We have
That's
Connor.
true.
He's our Connor as a guest,
and everybody loves Connor.
everybody loves Raymond.
No,
I don't know. I don't know a guy. Do you know a guy named Raymond?
I've never met a Raymond. Have you ever met a Don that's not our president?
Don.
A Don or a Donald.
I thought our president was a dick.
Yeah, he is a dick, but his name is Don. Have you ever, like, in school or anywhere?
Yeah,
met
I know a Don. I do know a Don.
I don't know any Dons.
Yeah, I mean, I know a Don that reminds me of the guy on Napoleon Dynamite with the bright white shirt that was friends with Summer, like the buff kind of guy that was like, whatever.
Not Uncle Rico.
Not Uncle Rico. He's my favorite character.
Of course, he can throw a fucking football over the mountains.
What was it, 82 again? I mean, how much you would have bet I could throw this football over top of that mountain?
Damn right. Should have taken the bet. There's no way he's throwing it over the mountain.
I won a bet earlier today. I don't even know what it was. It was something. It was one of those things where like, I was like, oh, it was actually not that. It was Lauren last night. There was a dog that walks in our bedroom, and
Was it your dog?
It was her dog.
Okay.
But like I could hear the dog making noise, and I'm like, I know this dog. It stays in like a corralled area because he pisses on everything. So like I was gonna set the dog free from life, and the vet said, "Well, I can put the dog down." Not a big deal, but Lauren doesn't want the dog down. Lauren loves this dog. It's like 17, 18
Is
years
this
old.
the little dog?
Yeah, Pomeranian.
I've seen
Little piece of
that.
shit.
I've met the little guy.
He's cute, but like, God, he pisses on everything. So he walks in the bedroom, and we have a thing. We have a little. I call it the Boom Corral. His name's Boomer.
Okay.
He's a little Pomeranian named Boomer. It's a boy dog, and the Boom Corral. We let the dog walk around. We watch him, and then when we're not watching him, he sits in this little area, and it's only 1.5 feet high. He can't get out of it because he can't jump or anything.
He can get out of it, obviously.
Oh wait, I feel like she let him in from it going like to the bathroom outside, let him in and forgot to put him back in the Boom Corral.
I gotcha.
So the dog's walking around. I said, Boomer's out. And she's like, we're like trying to fall asleep. And she's like, no, he's not. I was like, I heard like like whatever fucking this piece of shit noise
The
that this
Boomer
thing
noise.
makes. And I'm like, how much do you want to bet? And she was like, I'll get up and check. I could have won something, CJ.
Could have.
Dog was right there. CJ, do you know what we're doing today and who's going to be doing it?
I've heard there may possibly be trivia.
Trivia. CJ's trivia.
There's possible trivia.
CJ is
There's
world.
definitely trivia.
Can I win something?
You can
I already
win.
have a shirt.
You can win Nick's T-shirt, but you're going to have to find Nick and then
Take it from him.
take it off of him.
Whatever T-shirt he's wearing.
Give me your shirt.
Just pull it off. You may need scissors. He's a pretty strong dude. He's like 25.
He looks wiry.
Oh yeah. No, he's scrappy. I think the idea will be scrappy.
Scrappy.
It's best to do it when he's sleeping.
Right, blow on his eyeballs first.
Blow on his eyelids.
Connor, what is that? Will you blow on someone's eyelids and they pee themselves? Is that what it is?
No. That's
That's
if you
the
stick
warm
their-
cup of water.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Yeah, that one's also really good. No, if you blow on somebody's eyeballs, they should, if they're sleeping, their eyes shouldn't flutter at all,
Really?
and that's how you know that they're asleep.
All right. I'll see you at 3:30.
That's right.
I feel like I want to try this tonight.
We're gonna knock.
Wake up at 3 a.m. and blow in my wife's eyes.
Let's just.
What the fuck are you doing?
Set an alarm
Put a quiet alarm.
when
for a true test.
when Raphael walks in here, we're just gonna knock him out cold and then blow on his eyelids and see if they move.
I'd watch out for that.
No, he is. What is he? A Marine
He's
or
a
something?
Marine and the dude's carrying, okay?
He's got to be able to reach for it.
I would not fuck with him.
He's unconscious.
What's your best Raphael impression, Connor?
Oof.
I have to kind of hear it.
Hey, hey, Raphael. This is Connor acting as Raphael. Hey, Raphael, can you cut my grass?
Oh, well, I mean, I wish I could, but you know, I got this thing going on.
Oh yeah. Hi, my name is Raphael. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah. Like, dude, you have headphones on. Like, you can't hear it cutting in and out. Maybe he's deaf. We've never vetted him for that.
When people shoot a lot, they can tend to lose their hearing.
You know what also makes people lose their hearing? Being a drummer.
I believe that.
Yeah, my father, he's a professional musician. He has tinnitus.
Yeah. I go to a lot of concerts and I have tinnitus.
I have temporary tinnitus where like I even have headphones. I mean, I have earplugs in and I sit down and I play and I leave But like just the ambient noise and the booming of your skull and it's in there and it's like a reverberation that your brain is telling you a noise. It's just a high pitch, but it goes away in a couple hours. My father can't get it to go away anymore.
I have to sleep with a fan or some kind of white noise on to help.
I thought it was from the heat, the
Stave it
excessive
away.
heat that you're
No,
putting out.
No,
Santa Claus going to
just
sleep.
need some noise.
He's
in
got
the
a white beard.
background. I
Have
do
you
have a
ever
white beard?
have you ever played Santa Claus?
I've been asked. It hasn't happened yet.
That's a no. You have not.
I have not done it yet.
Who-
I'm not
who-
saying
who?
it's off the table.
I've played Santa Claus. It's not hard.
I think I could play Santa Claus without anything other than the suit. I think I'm like ready.
So
I might have to let this grow a little bit longer.
There is that. And well, I think you need the hat in
Well,
any outfit.
the suit.
well,
The-
I'm
the whole-
just the hat.
well, this
I mean,
is generally the bank robbery. This is how we get it to happen. You just
you're like, look, I only dress up for one day of the year. I'm not going to dress up now, obviously.
you show up to the bank. You got your big old bag, and then you go around, give everyone presents. People start to not pay attention to you because you're Santa Claus and you're doing your thing.
Then you start taking their wallets.
You take everything that's in there.
Take them for all they got.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna
What are
do.
you going to dress up as?
I'm gonna dress up as a boater this year.
That's
nice.
To rob a bank. Come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna ride the
I need
boat
something
now.
better than that. Will you be an elf?
I have nothing prepared for this.
Can you
yet.
both be elves?
I would be, if we're going to rob a bank, you got to do it in style.
You two
Otherwise-
elves. I come as Santa Claus.
CJ, we're gonna be doing some trivia with you.
This is the I've Been Tasked With podcast.
That's Connor.
That's Connor. I'm Dan. So hey guys, we're doing the CJ's. There is no goal other than try to get through 6 questions.
6.
And
All right, CJ. Are you ready for... Do we have a name for this?
It's called the I've Been Tasked With podcast.
Right.
Trivia.
Trivia quiz. Named
CJ
working
trivia
title.
time.
Pub quiz.
Working
I'm gonna
title.
just sit back and watch these idiots go.
I bet he doesn't.
Your first...
Oh,
I think Dan should guess as well.
I'm just gonna hit mute on my mic. And,
So the first topic is space.
oh, I love
right.
space facts.
Imagine a Monday on this planet. Which planet has the day that's longer than its year?
That is Mercury.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it?
there's 2.
He looks at me like I know.
Mercury and Venus are both answers.
He said Venus. So he did.
Well,
he
that's
got it
fine.
right. I mean,
So you can look it up.
I will look it up.
the
Hold
fact
on.
that he knew that is really cool. How do you not know the answers to the thing?
Well,
Well,
it's
the
just-
answer was said Venus, but I think there's 2 correct answers to this.
Okay. So 1 out of 6 so far. 1 out of 1. That's the right way.
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1. Good. I'm going to put a hash mark in the OK mark on my note.
Using the razor blade on the edge of the table.
That is
Basically.
true. Mercury is day in Mercury is longer than a year on Mercury, so that's very interesting. Okay, good job.
Told you. I should get an extra bonus point for that.
What is that guy? What's his Tyson? Neil
Neil
deGrasse.
deGrasse Tyson.
What's his middle name?
James.
deGrasse?
You don't know that. Is it deGrasse?
Yeah.
Is that his middle name? I thought it would be like when
I think
two people
DeGrasse
get.
Tyson is hyphenated.
Yeah, I think it's a hyphenated
I think
last
it's
name.
Degrassi High. That's where Drake went.
Yeah, Drake.
All right, brain
Nuh-uh.
twister.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Brain twister. What common English word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Ooh.
Short.
Say it slower.
That's correct.
Really?
Yes. What common
God
English
damn.
word
He
becomes
doesn't.
shorter when
I'm
you
watching.
add 2
I am the
letters in it?
judge here. CJ has no phones, no anything. Connor's on the other side of the room. Wow, you got 2 right. I'm impressed.
That was more of a riddle than a trivia
That's
question.
true.
I believe.
Still
I'll
counts.
take it.
It's true.
I enjoyed it. But
Still counts.
All right, language. What is the only word in English that ends in MT?
Monument.
that's tough. I wanted to say exempt, but that's not
M
correct.
and T. MT. What is it? You take a guess, Connor.
Oh, I know. Well, I
he
know
has
the answer.
in front of him, I believe.
Preempt.
That's
No.
a PT.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm getting the PTs.
MT. 10, 9,
Man,
8.
I don't think
7.
the countdown is not.
You
gonna
might
help.
have
know, it
it. You
doesn't
might
help.
have
It
it in your
fucks
sleep
with your head,
tonight. It is dreamt.
Really?
Dreamt.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
DREAMT, dreamt.
DREAMT. Correct.
Okay.
Okay, the only
Can
word.
can we at some point have a spelling bee as well?
I'm actually pretty good at spelling bees. I'm good at Scrabble. Apparently, I didn't know I was good until I played Lauren. Maybe she really sucks, or something.
Scrabble's all about knowing like small. Excuse me. Small but
Yeah.
very.
She's
strong
like, that's
words.
not a word.
Like QI is a word. You
QI,
can
yeah.
you can get 38 points on that if you get it at the right spot.
we have gnats in the studio. Thank you, Connor, for
You're welcome.
leaving banana boxes everywhere.
I'm blaming Coco Bunny Butt.
No, I picked up a box the other day in the dining room, and there were 2 boxes, and one below had a green ball. It used to be bread, and then
It was
a bunch of
it was
tan.
Injera.
They looked like bananas, but they were no longer bananas.
It's true. It was Injera. I was gone, and I
Nan
sadly
bread.
wasted food. I'm very upset about
I wouldn't say you wasted it. It was pretty bad. I was sitting there for like a month. Like I don't use this.
it. Well, you
house.
can use a banana bread.
Anyway.
What internet culture?
Internet.
Memes.
What does the abbreviation TL semicolon DR stand for?
Too long. Didn't read.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's also impressive. We got 3 right, 1 wrong.
One wrong. One yes. One.
I mean, that one that you got wrong was really hard, but we're here to help you.
I do like that you knew that because I think it's a really interesting.
I don't feel like reading that.
Too long didn't
Like,
read.
what the fuck else are you doing here? You're
TLD.
DR.
Oh my God, I'm already getting it wrong.
TLDR.
Oh, DR.
Yes.
TLDR. I have to remember that.
It's when people write a long rant and people are like, fuck,
Judd is getting that.
fuck that, bro.
Judd's getting that. I get like my phone's just like ding, ding.
You're going to TLDR him?
Yeah, come on.
You should. That'd be funny.
He's gonna
I've
be
complained about his
so
text
mad
before.
when you say that.
Too long didn't read.
One of my brothers.
You mad, bro?
I text my brother. It even says on my thing. It says his name and it says single texts only because he always gets mad at me when I said. I'll be like, "Hey man, I'm going to bring over some firewood," and then that's it.
Did you leave extra firewood in my backyard?
I did surprise pop you
Okay,
some
I
firewood.
looked out back and I was like, who the fuck did that?
That
But
was
I'm not against it now.
was
No.
that me and you, Connor?
It was not me. I was not present.
Somebody was there. Oh, Raphael helped me. I was. Oh my God, you got to hear that story. I'll tell you later after the trivia. Here, before Raphael gets in here, we're gonna finish up his
You
trivia.
think he's just going to walk through the door at 7 o'clock, huh?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't care. We're up at 4 questions. We got 2, and then I'm gonna tell you the
Five questions have been asked, right?
Okay, so you got another one right. That's right.
Or no, I've gotten 3 right, 1 wrong.
No, you got 4. You got the last one I didn't mark you down
Okay.
yet. So 4 right, 1 wrong. Yeah, one more question. Then we're
You
gonna
got
talk about
bonus
the
point,
oven.
I think for your first one.
And my bonus point for getting Mercury, even though they didn't know it.
That is good.
That
You
was
corrected the
good.
test when you
Damn
That was
right.
good.
when you correct the test. You should get extra points. So maybe you won. Is that it?
Wait.
Well, we might as well get that last.
Let's
one.
get
All
the
right,
last
let's
two.
get the last one because it's all
Do too.
Music. Which artist is known as the Queen of
Prince.
Pop?
Sorry, I tried to. Oh, come on.
Although I wanted to say Prince as well, so that's
I know.
funny.
Go ahead.
Which artist is known as the Queen of Pop?
I know the answer to this.
I believe it's Madonna.
That is correct.
Fucking A.
Ah,
What is the shortest war in history?
shortest.
Is this a
Time
trick
frame?
question or is it a real war?
Is it? It's in China because they're a lot shorter.
This is technically a real war,
Okay.
and I will give you one of the participants.
Okay. I'll take it.
He's gonna say Tom.
Well, it's Britain, so could be anything really.
Right.
They like their peacoats, don't they?
They do like to pee on their
Shortest
coats.
war in history. I'm going to go with the butter battle, which I
Ooh.
know. That is incorrect, I know, though.
But it is the Anglo-Zanzibar War in 1896.
Anglo-Zanzibar, huh?
And that's correct.
Anglo-Zanzibar? Who the hell is where?
I had a question about Zanzibar last night. What country now in I'm not going to tell you where it is. What country came from the amalgamation of Zanzibar and Tangiers?
What the hell's amalgamation mean?
The countries merged.
Oh,
Tanzania?
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
That is correct. That is correct.
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
What are you reading this?
That came off the dome, obviously.
Jesus Christ.
As I say it over here with my laptop open.
No, as I preempt everything here, we have what do you call it? Honor, and we would never cheat on these trivia things, so that people can't watch us. I don't want nobody wants to see our faces.
No.
So we are very honest with how.
If you'd like to email us and tell us you want to see our faces,
our email, CJ, if anybody wants to email us, is I've been tasked with podcast@gmail.com.
No underscores or anything.
Nothing. Just IVEBENTASKED.
No spaces. Right?
WITHPOD. That sounds really long, doesn't it?
It does.
I've been tasked with podcast. Maybe that's why we're at. God damn it!
But no spaces.
No spaces. You can't do spaces.
The OnlyFans. Right?
OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans.
We use Connors because Connors is the biggest. Your ego.
Oh, obviously. Obviously,
obviously,
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. He borrows my clothes, and it's tighter in the front when I put my clothes back on.
That's right. It actually because
it's like a sunk back in or something.
Well,
I have to stretch it back out.
I wear it backwards and I just tuck it in.
Make it jump.
I'm just trying to.
Hey, you want to hear the story?
Tuck.
Do a little, do a
little tuck and go.
Well, it's actually because you tuck the underwear from behind and add a little bit of like cushion between.
Peter Tucker.
What?
I met a guy named Peter Tucker.
Peter Tucker?
For years, I've always wanted to meet a guy, and I'm writing a receipt for somebody one day. I was like, trying to keep a straight face. I'm like, Peter Tucker?
There's a guy at work that has a whack ass name, but I can't talk about it.
It's like
I will tell you all about it, but
Dick Hurts.
It should be better than it is, but every time I see his name, I just fucking die laughing.
Yeah, I kept the straight face. You'd be so proud of me. I kept the straight face the whole receipt. He walked out, and I called like 5 people. I was like, Peter Tucker, I swear to God. They're like, come on, that's not even that funny. I'm like, it's not even funny.
He was here.
Yeah, he was in there.
He was just a local celebrity.
That's a real guy.
Somebody chose to name their child Peter, knowing that their last name.
If you don't get the joke, if people in the audience here don't get the joke, it's like you tuck it between your legs, right?
And then you do a little dance.
Would you fuck
Buy
me?
Horses.
I'd fuck me.
It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose.
Crying
I'd fuck
over
so
you.
Are you ready for the Raphael story?
Goodbye horses.
CJ, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
So
Tell me about the wood you gave me.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Raphael lives across the street. That was really good. I gave you wood. At least I'm giving somebody wood. Raphael lives across the street. CJ lives 2 doors down to the left. Nick lives 2 doors to the right of this house.
Blowing up the spot.
I'm just saying. Like, this is the whole world here. So Raphael texts me like a week in advance. He's like, I got to move an oven from a storage unit to here. Can you help me? And I'm like, I got a pickup truck. I can help you, whatever. So I agreed to this. I didn't really have a choice. Right? I mean, he's got, can you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, fine. I don't care. Like, so anyway, I go, I pick him up from here. We go to the storage unit, and it's just bitter battering, back and forth, bickering. And he's like, parking the handicap. I'm like, I'm not parking the handicap spot. He's like, just leave it here. It's fine. I'm like, I'm not leaving my truck in handicap spot.
Good call.
It's just not cool.
Guaranteed you would get a ticket.
As soon as we get on the elevator to go up at the 3 levels up or something. Anyway, so I moved my truck, and I show it back up at the house at Raphael's house. Nobody's touched the oven. It's not like, when you're moving an oven, you should like empty it out and like unplug it and
turn the
clean
gas
it or
off.
something. Or
Yeah.
anything. None if it's touched. I can't stand that crap. Can you help me move? And you show up and the house is still like you saw it 4 months ago.
Have you put anything in a box yet?
Did you get any fucking boxes? God, plan this shit out. Do you have a truck? Anyway, so I always get these calls, and I go over, and we finally, we got the thing out of the new oven out of the truck, and we go in to look at this thing. It's from 1953 or something.
The oven?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's wider than the door. We have to like beat it up.
They built the house around it.
This thing is like, it's like Amelia Earhart's oven. It's ridiculous. And, had like this clock with like sticks that you could see the sticks. Like when these houses were built.
Sticks.
Like they were like rectangles. They're not like a clock hand. It's like a rectangle with a big knob in the middle of it. Old school stuff.
So you could set a timer.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Not anymore. After we threw it out the house and rolled it down the hill.
So did they get a new oven?
He had a new oven. He got for I'm sure he'll tell you all about it, but I wouldn't bring it up. We're gonna try to not let Raphael talk the whole podcast.
That's going to be tough.
That's gonna be tough.
Anyways,
so we got the thing inside the house. We carried it up as heavy that we're carrying down or moving. Or
the old one.
Dropped. The old one was just
made of iron, I'm
God
sure.
Damn. And plus, everything was inside of it. Take the drawers out. It was wider than a regular oven. It had an extra, foot.
That's wild. Like, usually the older ovens I see are
It was like
smaller.
storage. I think they should have built the houses correctly and not had to add a half of an oven to fill in the space.
It's hard to get a good size refrigerator in these houses.
Yeah. I mean, I got a pretty good. I never measured it. Just bought it.
That's
bold.
Showed
I
up.
was going to say, it's ballsy, bro.
You're right. It's not big. It's not a big one.
But you can't get like one of those big double door ones, Yeah,
they really don't
They're
fit.
not going to fit in here. Anyway.
So the Raphael story ended up well. I didn't make any money on it, but he did come on the podcast, and he's coming on this time. So
wait, what about my wood? That wasn't mentioned at all.
That's true. Good point.
I dare you not mention CJ's.
We had to clear out the back of the pickup truck, and there was extra wood back there. That's oak stuff. I mean, that's white oak is what that is.
Oh shit, that's gonna burn
forever.
hot.
Yeah, hot and forever.
When are you doing your next
BTU?
When you're doing your next bonfire there?
I'd like to do it this weekend, but I think it's supposed to rain all weekend. So maybe next
We
weekend.
got to build an awning.
Oh wait, the weekend after that's Memorial Day weekend, I believe.
Oh,
should be fun times. Y'all got any plans?
that's a good question.
I plan on being in Maryland or New Jersey.
I'll be in Maryland, I believe.
New Jersey or Maryland. My life is kind of up in the air. I'm not really sure.
Getting the Sea-Doos out?
I'm going to have the new Sea-Doo. I keep trying to tell people about that because it's amazing. It's a great story. Somebody gave me another Wave Runner.
You told the story last
I didn't release that podcast. So what happens if I don't release the podcast?
You said you're going to release it today.
You could just
I guess
add
I
that
could.
sneppet in.
I just thought every podcast is better than the last one. So if we just keep doing podcasts,
Just
we're going to have one good
Never
one.
put one out.
Okay, how about this? Previously mentioned on the podcast.
Previously on.
Do the intro.
Previously on the I've Been Tasked With podcast.
By the way, people can't say that I've been tasked with at all, but
There's a lot of hard words there.
there is. So I got previously mentioned. I got a Sea-Doo, 1996, the same year of the other two that I have, but this one's a 3-seater. So I now have two 2-seaters that
And
match.
you said the parts are kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, they're
right?
interchangeable, the boards and stuff. I have to take it to, I could spend a whole podcast on just this topic of the digital key I have to get made because the one that came with it is missing the magnet. I'm going to try to put a magnet to it or something. But there's all these encrypted things, and Pete Cycles is trying to ram it in my butthole.
I
Right?
got a bunch of magnets.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to try to magnet with the key, but I can't get the key doesn't activate the security thing for a long period of time, and I think it has to do with a magnet. That's where the most recent. There's a little ring that broke off of the key. It's just a cup that you place.
Pete Cycles fucking you up.
Pete Cycles is going to ram it in my ass.
It's funny that Pete Cycles does Sea-Doos because they're like the motorcycles of the sea.
I used to work at Pete Cycles. I used to work at the bike shop. I worked at the Pete Cycles bike shop on Hartford Road until the day it was at no longer a bike stop.
Were you a big BMXer?
I was not BMXer. I was mountain biker and road biker.
Okay.
And I did get I was also gifted a Cannondale that I just got. It's the same style and frame and everything I had when I was younger.
You
So
weren't doing tabletops?
I could tabletop stuff. Yeah, on a BMX. That wasn't my thing. I was able to jump over 3 helmet boxes
Oh, shit.
and they had these rails that you put the back tires or front tires of a bike on the sales floor. It's like a rainbow kind of thing, about a foot high. So it's 3 helmet boxes and one of those, and I was able to tabletop inside
Over top of them?
inside of the Pete Cycles bike store.
Oh, so you didn't even get up to speed to
I
do
got
it.
up
You
to
were just-
speed. I left a skid mark that you could probably still see in the carpet. There's now an appliance
How old were you
store.
the first time you built a ramp?
Oh, when I don't. That's hard to say. 8 or 9. I mean, it was a Napoleon
started
Dynamite
young.
style. Napoleon Dynamite again. I just he goes to hit the ramp and just falls forward. You got like 3 foot of air that time. But no, bike ramps are always fun.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Even my fat ass was going over some bike ramps.
Yeah, and then I realized what dirt is. You can put a nice like transitional into it, but no, I was always afraid of being up in the air. I like to be on the ground.
Like both wheels touching.
Yeah,
No wheelies.
I could do a manual. You know what a manual is?
I don't.
It's where you do a wheelie, but you're not pedaling. You're just holding the bike. You use the momentum and you're holding it steady. Where you're
is that harder than the pedals?
It's way harder. You feel like you're dying the whole time. You feel like you're flipping backwards, but you're not. It's a unicycle.
It sounds like you have to, without doing any pedaling. It sounds like that has to be downhill.
No, you can go flat surface. You're rolling, so you do a wheelie and use the back brake. You're pedaling to get up there and whatnot, and you lift up, and then you go past the point of no return, and then you hit the brake and find that happy
Hopefully
medium.
you fall forward.
Well, you don't fall
that
forward.
does happen.
You have to. It's a very delicate. You do it over and over again. It's
How many
like
times
anything.
How many times did you flip?
I fell back once and broke my tailbone.
Oh, I did that once.
Yeah.
Breaking your tailbone
It takes forever.
is awful.
6 to 8 weeks at least is what I remember.
You're walking around like an old man.
You can't sit for dinner. I mean, and why go to the doctors? What are they going to do?
Yeah, there's nothing to tape up here. I did it on a fucking playground slide.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Going down a playground slide, and we were dumbasses were like, "Don't put your feet down. Just try and fly off."
Oh.
Yeah, I did that move. Busted my ass. I did that cry where you don't make any noise.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a weird feeling. Explain that feeling that you get. It's this dead behind the eyes kind of feeling of pain and torture.
Yeah,
And you're in your own little world. It's a hard thing to. You're not in tears.
no, the tears. You're
You're beyond
clenching.
it.
You're clenching everywhere. Your
You're
eyes are
beyond it, yeah.
clenching.
I've
Yeah.
never. That's and you're just like, oh shit! Like that's your whole brain.
Am I dead?
Uh-huh.
Did I die right now?
It's such an awful feeling. But then again, invigorating at the same time.
It's nice to know that may be the worst pain I've ever.
It was
had.
bad.
and
It was bad.
that was at like 7.
I fell
You
back.
knocked it out early.
Yeah,
I was doing the wheelie type stuff when I was younger, and I might have been 12 or 13. But yeah, I was in New Jersey in Stone Harbor. It's a nice flat area, the beach, and I was just working on my wheelies, and I did go too far, and it was blacktop,
Oof.
like
Yeah.
really big blacktop, like
Nice.
like rocks.
Nice and soft. Right?
That's like Belgian. Excuse me. That's way more than
Plus.
He likes the butt massager.
I know he does.
Well-
I got my butt massaged by it, and I was like, "Damn." I think it's gonna
It's-
cause
He's missing his
problems. though.
This
proctologist.
can't cause problems. Just turn it off. Like I turned off the heads-up display, the thing that like the ghost that shows up on the
You
windshield.
turn that off.
I turned it off. Yeah,
Fuck, dude, just buy a cheaper car.
I know. No,
It doesn't have it.
it's 460 horsepower. I don't know if you know what that means.
That's a lot of horses.
It means you can't lean forward if you try while you're accelerating. Like you're thrown back in the seat as twin turbo, and it weighs almost nothing.
How fast have you gotten it going so far?
I probably shouldn't say that on the air.
Why?
I-
Okay, you do have a CDL.
Yeah,
So
I'm not. It goes over 100. I'll tell you that.
85, you've topped out.
I've totally hit 67 on I-95. But no, it's not about this. It's not about hitting, but like the car just wants to go faster.
Right.
When you get up there, on an open road that is not regulated by the government, like that. Where?
We have tons of those.
Yeah,
Around.
the salt flats.
Get on the Autobahn.
Anyway, when you do that, the car just wants to keep going. It has 10 gears and it uses all of them. It's just yank, 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 and you're still in like gear 7 and you're going 110.
But you can push that 160.
Jeez,
soon
a whiz.
enough.
I've never felt it. I fell in love with the car. The guy let me. I was fixing it for him, and he's like, "I bought a 2025. You want to buy this one?" I drive to work now. I don't touch shit. I hit the buttons, and I have it. I'll hit the button for like close and far away. Like line, or line. 1 line means you're up there.
Right.
3 lines means you're far back. So
I
whenever
figured that out later.
when all the goddamn idiots are driving to work and they're smashing into each other. I don't understand why people can't just drive straight and not hit each other. But every morning there's an accident. Everyone's going to start, stop. I'll do this is the I've been tasked with. This is how I do it. This works for me. I hit the farther away button when I want the car to start slowing down quicker, like get some distance. When everyone up there slams on their brakes, I'm like 3 car lengths back. Right. I hit the button. Then when everyone goes to take off, I make it 1 bar, so you're closer, so that the car kind of stays in.
You're flowing.
The flow, and that's the only control I have to do, and it makes you touch the steering wheel every 8 minutes or something. So like if you don't touch the steering wheel, it turns off the automatic steering.
You're telling me it's
I don't touch anything.
It self-drives.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't tell it to take me to Target, but I can make it take me to work.
What's crazy is that
like I just go that way. You can't set a destination and you get in. You have to still touch some stuff, but it's it's called effortless driving. It's a Lincoln. I might as well just say it's a Lincoln Aviator.
Listen to this fucking guy. Yeah, look it up. This is the guy that was fucking trying to humble me last week.
That's one of the reasons I didn't release it. It has the reason that I fell in love with
now
the
you'll
car.
never hear that episode.
The reason I fell in love
I'll just
with the
keep
car,
bringing it up.
it has air shocks. I hit a button and it lifts up like 4 inches, and I can clear over top of rocks and stuff. And it's all-wheel drive constantly. I can't turn off the all-wheel drive.
That sounds like some serious go gadget car.
It is a go-go. The cameras have their own windshield dispensing windshield fluid.
If Dan could have
they
sex
like
with this
squeeze
car.
out
It's
of
like
the
a little
windshield wiper.
eyeball. It's a little eyeball with like a tear duct, and it's 5 different jets that spray on a tiny little camera in the front and the back.
If Dan could have sex
great.
with this car, he would.
I would.
Fulfilled.
Guys, thank you for being on the I've Been Tasked With podcast. For the listeners,
Thanks for having us.
thanks for listening. And if you made it this far, I'm fucking impressed.
Hell yeah. That was a bunch of useless information that I hope you found fun at
I'm
some
learners.
point.
Don't forget to send in your
Money.
No, I'm not begging. I don't know. I listened to something the other day. I was listening to a live stream of a guy fishing, and he's like, "There's a donation button." Blah blah blah. He must have said it 50 times. I turned it off. I'm like, I don't need you guys to donate. But if you have so much money you don't know what to do with, and you're one of a people that want to just get your name mentioned or anything, there's a donation button somewhere. Look for it. It's
You want to help some middle-class white guys out?
You wanna
we're
help-
having trouble over here.
You want to help? You want to help pay
When is
for?
it the white guy's turn again?
Help me pay for my
No, it's just a
$76,000
joke.
car.
Don't cancel us. We know that CJ said some wild stuff earlier.
CJ's the best. Thank you guys.
I try.
And we'll see you in about a week or two here. We're trying to make it weekly. And Connor's got gonorrhea.